Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Tamal Mukherjee on behalf of Literoma. As you all know, we are here today to celebrate the virtual book launch of Coffee Table Book. Now, talking about Coffee Table Book, if you look at history, so the concept of Coffee Table Book actually started 450 years back. So it is as long as that. So from an historical standpoint. But how we decided to come up with this Coffee Table Book is a lot of people say that today's generation is basically the cafe generation who probably don't have the time to read a lot, who need some good topics so that a good conversation can trigger over a couple of cups of coffee, maybe. So that is where, after getting this feedback, we said that, hey, this is a good idea which we can explore. Why don't we compile some good write ups which are not lengthy but very deep, so that from these deep write ups, we can actually compile a book which will be placed across the country and then slowly outside India as well, across different cafes, where people can throng and they can discuss on these topics while having, or rather enjoying, coffee. So that was the broad idea. And that's how the concept of Coffee Table Book came. And when we actually circulated this news, we got a lot of responses. And out of that, only a few could be accommodated, few could be selected. And we're so glad that Dr. Preeti also decided to be a part of it. And congrats, ma'am, for being one of the
Thank you so much.
selected writers of this. So, without taking too much of time, I'll pass it on to Dr. Preeti, whom we have for this particular panel. So, over to you, Dr. Preeti, for the Coffee Table Book virtual launch.
Thank you, Mr. Kamal, for this privilege that I have got today. And being a part of Literoma is a big privilege for me, since this coffee table book sort of inspired me to pick up some topic. And since it was for the cafes, and like today's generation, you've told that it is sit in a cafe, sip and read and write. I think mostly all teens hang there, and that is the one of the best places, I think, to come across a lot of topics, share your views. And when I saw this sort of a concept, it got onto me, and I wanted to pen down something for this. And last moment, I think I picked it up, and my write-up is on a little poem which I have written from the mind of a poet. And since I'm from the science background, I tried to amalgamate both science and literary part in that. And it went through a lot of rounds, and your editorial picked it up. So it was a proud moment for me, since it is I'm a part of this for both it's across the globe and pan India authors, and I belong to that league now. So it is heartening. And one of my artworks has also been selected here. So that gives me immense joy, because that started this mandala is like a therapy, and an art therapy. And I think I started with this during the time of the COVID. That COVID was very heart wrenching, and it was becoming very difficult to go through it. A friend of mine sort of came across this and initiated it, because I was like a mess, or a wreck, I should say, mental wreck during that time. I didn't know, like, even I would put it in a literary form, I should say. I would stand with my knife, and while chopping vegetables, I would have that soliloquy in my mind. And I would think I was, with that knife, I was a Lady Macbeth. And I would think, how do I get over this? Maybe tomorrow this uninvited guest may enter my house. What will I do? So I think this art, or this mandala art therapy, was one of the best things which I could focus. And I request most people, if they are going through a mental distress or anything, that this is the best way to calm you down. Whether you are a wordsmith or you are an artist, any kind of, whatever I should say, these creative arts can calm you down, can help you to progress and go ahead. And I should say, congratulations again to Literoma for coming up with this wonderful concept. And thank you so much for making me a part of this whole league. Thank you so much, Mr. Kamal. It's a privilege for me to be here today.
Yeah, pleasure is
Thank you.
all ours, ma'am. Pleasure is all ours. So, talking about the book which ma'am has already mentioned. So, this is the book actually which one can find across the cafes now. We had already started distributing it. So, it has already reached all the cafes of Kolkata. It's also we are also in the process of making it available across the top tier cities. So, it will soon be reaching Delhi as well, and probably you will soon find it in a cafe near your place as well. So, uh, ma'am, once again, thank you so much for contributing your write-up for this particular book, and your write-up, your creations overall has actually helped to enrich the collection, and I'm sure that we are going to get a lot of positive response about your writing.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is mine, totally, to be a part of this league. It's
Absolutely,
within so many authors. It's
yes.
wonderful to be here today.
Yeah, so we have globally almost 30 to 32 authors who had been selected. Also, on that note, ma'am, I'll request. I have. I can see uh, a couple of guests as well, uh, who are here to cheer for you. So, in case they want to say a few words, that will be great. It's not necessary to turn on the video, but in case you are okay to say a few words, I can find some chat here. Let me just quickly go through it. Uh, okay. Uh, they're saying about. So, ma'am, Purnima, ma'am, will you like to say a few words? It's not needed to switch on your video if you're not comfortable. You can say a few words. That will be great. No problem. No problem. No issue. Okay, Purnima, ma'am, want to say a few words. That will be awesome, ma'am.
Hello,
Please
Preeti.
go ahead, ma'am. Yeah.
So
Thank you so
happy and
much.
thank
Thank
you
you
to
so much, ma'am,
invite
for.
me. Thank you to me. You're a great writer. You say I am your inspirator. All you young guys, girls, and people are my inspiration. So happy to join here. Thank you so much. You're doing a great job. About this mandala art, that is all coming up now. We South Indians, long years, you must have seen outside, every day outside our house, we put drawing type, not drawing, actually it's like a mandala with the dots or the lines, and we join them to make a big design. So many old ladies, they bend down and draw it so well. So that has come as a mandala artist, just for concentration and gives you peace and good vibe. Okay? Okay, carry on. Thank you, Tapas,
Thank
to
you
give
so
me a
much, ma'am.
chance.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
inputs.
Okay,
Thank you for your inputs.
good day.
Yeah.
I'll unmute. Okay.
Okay. And
Hello, it's me,
hi, Shashi, ma'am. Yeah.
Shashi Thakur. Yeah, just few words to cheer up for Dr. Preeti. Hi, Dr. Preeti. How are you
Hi,
doing? I'm
I'm
so
good.
happy,
Great to see you
so
here.
happy, so happy to hear you and have you on board and see you being selected also prestigious among the prestigious authors selected in the latest edition of Literoma Coffee Table Book. Yes, as you rightly said few minutes ago, that COVID time was a testing time, trying time for particularly people like writers and artists uh, who have nothing to bank on financially, as you can say, but it held our creativity to evolve. We had so much time to think about, to write, to draw, uh, whatever whichever way we can express ourselves. So the time of pandemic did teach us a lot of lessons, how to sustain ourselves, how to grow, and show. We did come across so many platforms And that's how we connected a lot of writers, artists, and of course, I came in contact with you as well. And as I've always say that you are a gem of a person. I'm thankful to God that we crossed paths with each other, and particularly for me, I got to know so much, learn so much from you, and I'm still learning. And great to see you here again, learning some sound bites from you. So please carry on. We would love to hear more from you. Please carry
Thank you
on.
so
Dr.
much.
Thank you
Preeti,
so much. Thank you so
most
much for
welcome.
coming and cheering me, Shashi.
Most
It's a
welcome.
pleasure for me.
Yeah, why
And
wouldn't we?
thank you so much,
Pleasure
Shashi
is
ma'am,
always mine.
for your inputs, for your valuable input.
Thank you, Tamal. Thank you
So,
so much.
thanks to all of you. So, Preeti ma'am, congratulations once again for being a part of this,
Thank
and
you so
we'll
much.
look forward to have you in our future initiative as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It'll be my